Hi and welcome to another episode of RickabyTV, designed to demystify the world of accounts and tax and to help your business grow. Now, it's not just been in the papers and all over the media as well about the fact that the economy is thriving again. We're back to pre-recession levels of growth, and it may be a good time for businesses to start to think, well, actually we can spread our wings a little and start to develop rather than sitting tight. So if you want to take advantage of the upturn in the economy, you may need to seek some funding. And I thought it'd be a good opportunity this episode to talk about what your options are if you are looking for funding. The banks, we have seen evidence, are reawakening. We recently had a situation where a client came to us who was struggling to obtain funding from his existing bank. We helped him to do that, and we also put him in touch with another bank who came back with a very quick decision, and he actually had the luxury of choosing who he took his funding through. So the banks are definitely reawakening. You can also though look to a lot more avenues really for funding these days, and that has changed quite considerably over the last couple of years. Crowdfunding has become much more common, much more credible as well, not just for borrowing. If you have some funds and you're looking to invest, it can give you a really good return on your investment, and it's just something a bit different. Crowdfunding, there are lots of different examples. Funding Circle are the ones that we've seen quite a lot of. We know several people that have used them successfully to obtain funding. Their turnover, their lowest turnover, you must be turning over more than £50,000 a year, and you must have 2 years accounts to be able to submit to them. But that's a very good opportunity if you're interested in going that route. Venture capitalists are out there still, and increasingly so. Business angels schemes are now very popular, and there's a lot of those around, certainly geographically based as well. So that's certainly worth investigating. Friends and family. We're hearing more stories of friends and contacts investing in businesses. We're working with a client at the moment who is seeking to quite drastically expand his business, and he's actually doing that on the back of investment from a contact. It's somebody who's not getting a very good return on savings, so wants to put money into something else. So that's also an option worth investigating. But do make sure that you know exactly how you're going to repay that, because what you don't want to do is cause problems within the family. So make sure you do actually get something drawn up as to how you're going to deal with that and in what priority. There are various startup finance schemes. There's one called Launcher, there's one called Startup Business, and they will actually provide other support, not just funds, so business mentor and coaching, which can be very useful, and it's not just for startups. So do have a look at some of those schemes, even if you have been trading for a while, because they can actually give opportunities for existing businesses as well. Whatever option you decide to take, if you are looking for funding, the chances are that you will need to provide an up-to-date business plan, current cash flow forecasts and those looking forward, and you will need to be able to prove from your existing numbers that you have the potential to repay those loans, that borrowing. So you do need to be able to prove those things, and particularly with the provability, you need to be able to show that it's not just on the forecast figures. If those figures didn't quite reach where you hope they would, you need to be able to prove that you can afford to make the repayments as well. Now, as ever, if you need any help with any of that, whether it be just a couple of calls to talk about what you would need to think about, or whether you would like us to prepare those business plans and cash flow forecasts, we can help as much or as little as you'd like. But we're here to give you that support if you'd like it. If you want to start that process by speaking to your client manager, or if you want to speak to Chris, Sean or myself, we're happy to put you in touch with whoever. Obviously, please start by calling Sue and Terry on reception, and they'll pop you through to whoever you need to speak to. So all that remains is to wish you luck if that is the route you're going to go down. Do keep us posted, obviously, as to what your plans are, because there are things that we may be able to help with, or things just to bear in mind as we're working for you over the coming months as well, if we know that you're seeking to expand. So good luck with it all. Do keep us posted, and I'll see you very soon.